Hello world and welcome to a new Football Manager 21 video. Now, this video is targeted more at the beginners or maybe the intermediate players that want the challenge, that don't know what they want to do yet. So I think this video is for you guys. I'll be talking about 6 teams you should manage. It's gonna be, a list from easiest in my opinion to more harder ones. It's not gonna be too hard. We're not doing any, zero money spent or any youth stuff, just the YouTube building. That's some crazy stuff. Maybe if you are more comfortable, you should look at some other the videos. But this one is just a beginner video guide, maybe. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, I'll be doing more Football Manager 21 news and maybe more guides for Football Manager 21 before Football Manager 21 is released in the demo. And as you know, or if you don't know, you should check out my save plans. But as you would know after stopping this video and going back, I'll be doing Hamburg in my demo save, and after that, I'll be transitioning to a full long-term save with Ulsan Hyundai and South Korea national team. So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, if you like the guides, if you like the way I do it, or if you like the previous video, like wandering back to Europe and through the ages, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more stuff and hopefully more better stuff. But anyways, so I think let's just jump into this list. Let's not make this too long, and I'll see you guys in a second. Number one is going to be a bit of a no answer because, come on, I'm suggesting you manage your favorite team. Yes, that's right. Most likely, your favorite team, you know inside and out. You know the players, you know who's good, you know who's bad, you know who's a good youth prospect, you know all this stuff. And especially depending if you agree or disagree with what your manager's done, this is a perfect example. This is a perfect place for you to make your own masterpiece. You think Ule is shit? Hey, do something. You think Lampard is shit? Hey, do something about it. You think Pep Guardiola is shit? Again, do something about it. This is the beauty of this game. You can prove to people a little bit that you know better. And hey, if you do know better, you know better. It's going to be a fun little thing for you. And your heart will be, for me personally, I love doing this kind of stuff because it's nice. You'll be able to take charge of your own team and just play and just win. It's a nice thing, especially let's say, you lose your game, you lose that big derby. You jump onto Football Manager, you play that derby, you smash them, and you're like, that's right. That'll be cool. But, let's just get into the proper list with the team number two. The team number two, which you will see here on the screen, is Leicester City. So I think it's a very, very good team. It's a very good team built by Brendan Rodgers. And, Leicester went from a team that somehow has managed to win the Premier League. It was a great thing. We all liked it. Claudio Ranieri is a genius. But everyone thought that's just going to be it. They're going to go down and whatever. But Brendan Rodgers came in, and he's managed to make a team kind of challenging for the top 4, top 5, top 6 areas. And that's kind of cool. So I guess you will use his work and potentially push them to top 4, settle them in top 4, or maybe challenge for the Premier League. It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. And also this year, they'll be in the Europa League, so maybe you can win that too. That's going to be a good save. And in a few seasons, you'll be doing a good job. So let's kind of look into some of the players they do have. Obviously, they will have Vardy. You could use that for a few years. His pace is magnificent. James Maddison, amazing, amazing player. And who else? So you have a variety of players. You have Ndidi. So you have a little bit of, strong, good defensive midfielder. And, of course, Kasper Schmeichel between the sticks. So you have all the positions kind of filled in. You can do whatever you want with it. You can add your players. It's not a full rebuild. And with the facilities they have good facilities. If you look here, excellent youth facilities. Great training facilities. They have adequate academy coaching and adequate recruitment, but you can fix that. You can fix that within a few seasons. Maybe the only thing they're lacking is a big stadium, but you can fix that as well. In a few years, you can ask for a new stadium. Because in the Premier League, it's pretty much always filled out, so they would want that. And with a great team like this, I believe you have the skills for this to be an easy team for you to take to high places. Okay, so let's just jump into team number 3. Okay, so team number 3, as you can see on the screen, is Atletico Madrid. And I think they're a great team because, man, for the past 5-10 years, they have been in and around the best, obviously. As you remember, it was 2014 and a few seasons after that as well. They were always challenging. They were in the finals a few times of the Champions League. Okay, so now your goal, if you choose to accept it, is to return them to their glory days, maybe challenging for the Champions League, maybe challenging for the league again, who knows. And Diego Simeone has been managing since, the universe was made. So maybe you come in and make some change. Diego Simeone is tired. He wants to do something else. Maybe you can have something that he doesn't have. But you have a great team for you to start with. You have a very good, solid defense, as you know. Yeah. They've been conceding a bit in the Champions League, but they have players like João Felix, Suarez, Diego Costa, Carrasco, Lemar, what's his name, Torreira. Very, very, very good players. And with a few more, targeted signings, you could do well. And as you know, let's look at their facilities. As obvious, they have a big stadium, 68,000. That's pretty good. Excellent training facilities, but they're a world class team. What else do you expect? Great, great, great youth facilities. What does that mean? That means you can have some good youth coming through and good academy and excellent youth recruitment, right? So you can have a team which is pretty much everything you need: a strong squad, some money, a good stadium, good training stuff, and a good youth. So I think that should take you over and you could challenge whoever the hell you want. But now, let's just jump into the next team that you should potentially manage. Why not? Okay, so we're halfway there, and we have Borussia Dortmund. What can I say about Borussia Dortmund? Erling Haaland, Marco Reus, Mats Hummels, Brandt. It's a great, great team. You can do, again, and you have a lot of youth. That's the thing. Jude Bellingham, Giovanni Reina. Oh my, you can just keep going on about this. Lucien Favre is the current manager, but that current manager could be you. So I think you should take it. And Borussia Dortmund is a great team, and they're on the verge. They have been on the verge of usurping Bayern Munich, and yes, less so this year, and less so in the recent history. After Jurgen Klopp left. But you could be the next, catalyst in their development. They have a good young squad. The only thing they're missing is some steel in midfield. And if you can balance their attack and their defense a bit better, it's a scary team to play against. And with attacking players having more awareness, their decision making is better, you could utilize Full Manager 21's engine and potentially destroy teams. Now, Borussia Dortmund. We don't need to look at their facilities too much. They have amazing, superb training facilities. They have superb youth facilities, adequate academy coaching, which is weird. I don't agree with that, and good youth recruitment, which I don't really agree with that. But what do I know? I think this is an amazing team for you to have. You could take on Bayern Munich, and I know it's a bit harder because Bayern Munich is unstoppable. Is the right way to say it. Flick has made a team, a machine. It'll be hard. The first season, it'll be hard, guarantee, and that's why it's lower down the list than I thought it would be at the start. But at the same time, if you take this team and you add some of your players, you could potentially challenge Bayern Munich. And as long as you don't lose your players on free, that's very important. So remember that. And let's just jump into the next team. Oh, this team. It almost made a sensation last year when it almost took off Juventus off their perch. If it wasn't for COVID, I think they could have done it. But with problems in injuries and lack of depth and a very, very busy schedule, Lazio is the team. Look at that. And they were so close. They could have done it, but they were so close. A few more points and they could have done it. But Simone Inzaghi, great, great manager with some great players as well. You have Milinkovic-Savic, and you have one of the hottest strikers in the Premier League. In the leagues, it's Immobile. Immobile is amazing, and yes, he scores a bit of penalties, but come on, his raw goal scoring, prowess is very, very evident to people. And this is a good team. You could potentially, in the uncertainty that is Juventus this year and that is Inter, this is a good team. You could potentially take Juventus off, and it's going to be a bit harder because it's a big team. It's like suggesting to do teams in I guess Ligue 1 because you have the big team up there. You have the PSG, you have Juventus here, obviously, and you have some teams that are coming back. But Lazio has a great team that I think you could utilize in however way you want, and they have some good facilities to boot. Really, they have superb training facilities. They have good youth facilities. They have good academy coaching, good youth stuff. So a very good base for you to start, I guess, your adventure, and a pretty big stadium as well. So you will have some money, which is not bad. I think that's kind of good. Right, we're almost there. I would like to say we're in the last one, and this last one, is going to be the most Football Manager save you could do on a Football Manager save. Right. If you want to experience Football Manager and it's all its greatness, here you go. FC Rostov. I am pretty much sure that these guys use Football Manager to scout their players, because how else would you explain a team that they're not a big team, they don't have big budgets, they're, you know, they have a very small budget. You know, they're run by their city government, so what's it called? The city council helps run the team, not privately owned, and they always seem to sell players, and which is fair enough. You know, a lot of teams depend on selling players to survive. However, these guys just do it every year. They always go fire sale. All the good players have left, pretty much, to Zenit. But then you have these random players they find in Scandinavia or in Japan, and you're just like, what the hell? How did you guys know to look there? So if you're playing with Rostov, first of all, scout Scandinavia. Your Icelands, your Swedens, your... That's pretty much it. Norway's, I guess, because Mateusz Norman, very good player, who just left somewhere, I think to Genoa, if I'm not mistaken. So he went somewhere to Italy. But wow, this is a team, they just, again, a good example. They signed a guy from J-League, yeah? Hashimoto. He came in, and he's one of the more scoring players in the Premier League. I mean, granted, it's the Russian Premier League, but it's also a guy from J-League. How many teams do you know that go scout in the J-League? And he's an established player there, so he's not a youth, prodigy. No, he was just there. He played occasionally for the national team, and now he's playing for Rostov. Great, great player. Valery Karpin has a great gang there, and you could potentially take that off his hands and create something beautiful. You have Romani Yeremenko, who has amazing passing vision. Maybe not the best runner. He's old, but, he brings some experience. It's just one of the examples. Mamayev, you guys probably know him for all the goods and the bads. The guy who could have signed for United, didn't, ended up in prison a few years after for doing stupid stuff. He's back. He's, in good form. This is a very, very good gang. They're literally a gang. I think they're a band of players. They're a family. And if you can, find a way to motivate them like Karpin does, you could do well. And again, this is a perfect Football Manager save for you, because you will need to wheel and deal. You will need to wheel and deal. And everyone, when you play Football Manager, for the smaller teams, you have to wheel and deal. And this is the perfect team for you to do it. It's not too hard, but it's not too easy at the same time. So you can both enjoy and, struggle a little bit if that's what you want. But for training facilities, they're average. Average training, average youth, average everything, academy, youth recruitment. So you could potentially rebuild this team from scratch. It's going to be a bit difficult. They don't have millions of money. So yeah, that would be the place to start. And personally for me, if you are more on the intermediate side, I would jump straight into a team like this. You have time to play with the big teams. I think Rostov is one of those teams that you should look into. But yeah, I think that's been good. This has been me covering all the 6 teams you should do it. Obviously, the first one is not really a team. It's your team, insert your name here. But I still think, it's a good list. Obviously, it's not the most... It's just teams that I would like to personally manage. I think those 6 teams are something I considered personally doing my saves, and I just thought maybe not. But I'm thinking especially Dortmund, of some sort I might do with Dortmund. I really like their team, and definitely Rostov. I will be doing Rostov, if not, on YouTube, but I'll be doing it for myself, definitely. But yeah, if you're a Football Manager beginner, if you're an intermediate player, I hope you guys enjoyed this video outlining certain teams, outlining the things you should try out. It's good to try different teams. You may fall into a trap of just playing the same team over and over again. It happens sometimes. It happens to me. I play Barnet every year, and that's just because I like it. It's a good challenge. But I also want to have some variety. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these kind of videos. I'll be doing some more teams you should do, some more harder teams you should do, some more harder challenges. So if you want that quicker, like, comment, say what you think about this, and as always, subscribe. I'll be doing more of this stuff. And be excited for Football Manager 21, because I know I am. But that's been me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.